Hey Paul, Rob wanted to get your video out to you so you can take a look at some of the work we did today and just to reiterate a couple of the points. So this is when you first came in, all right? I'm going to run this once and then I'll come back and talk about it a little bit. But let's watch this. We'll probably watch a couple of strokes. Here we go. Right, we're going to watch one more, please. Let me stop it and I'll cheat you up into it. Get you ready, and here we go. All right, stop it here and go back to setup position. Okay, some of the things we talked about here were we're in a little too much of a knee flex. Okay, it's very difficult to maintain this type of knee flex throughout our golf swing and stay balanced and centered. Okay, right now we're a little too much out on our toes. If I come directly down from your head, you're a little bit leaning out on your toes. Okay? And the other thing we talked about primarily is getting in a halfway back position. We're going to get you in halfway back, which is hip high. Get you in a halfway back position, hip high, about right here. And again, we talked about alignment, geometry, and physics. If I take a line off the shadow of your golf club, it is actually bisecting our target line here. Of course, these alignment rods indicate our target line. There you go. All right, so we're bisecting that. So we're getting the club, if you will, stuck behind it. If I come off this club head and look where it is behind you. Behind you, okay? And we want that club, obviously, out here in front of us. It's going to look more something like this. Right, out here in front of us, the club's out here in front of us. See how well these two match? And that is geometry and physics. That is our geometrically set up to hit the golf ball straight. All right, so then we go to the top. As we move to the top, you're going to see a huge separation here. Let me get all this out of the way so you can see it. We've got way too much air under here. This elbow has started to break down or bend for us. We've got a 20-degree bend, but the worst culprit is us cupping this wrist. It's really pretty dramatic. What that's going to do to us is going to open our club head wide open at the top. If we look at the top there, it's going to open it wide up. Now, we're going to have to come down. Somehow, some way, we're going to have to manipulate this. So we come down. Actually, we'll get a little more. We come down. This is the old thing that you were thinking you need to get way back to the top. Okay? So we're going to bring it in. Impact is pretty good, and that's due to the release of your hands. If I take a look at the hand release, looks really nice. The problem I have here, Paul, is we're giving me what I call alligator arms. All right? These arms are way too, after impact, they're way too tucked into your body. You're not extending properly. You're costing yourself distance and power. Come around to finish. Finish looks really good. Really good. You're up on your feet. The only thing we talked about a little bit, we want to roll this left foot a little more. All right? So we worked, and we worked, and we worked. Now let's take a look at what we came up with. We get you in here, get you set up with this. And you'll notice here, if we get set up position, we've got less of a knee bend here. And that's going to give us a more firm platform to operate as far as rotating around our golf swing. Here we go. Take it to halfway back position. Bear with me. Halfway back position. Get it here, bear with me. Get you in the right place. Okay. Now you can see the shadow is much more in line here. Yes, the club is out in front of you better. All right, this is the club head right here that you see. So the club is now out in front of you and no longer back here behind you. Okay, this is where it was actually ending up before because we were not lining ourselves properly. Now, if I take a line through your club head and through your hands here, pardon me, wrong tool. Got the right one. I take a line through your hands here now in the club head, you're going to notice we're much more geometrically correct as far as our target line. Very nice ball. All right, we're going to take it up to the top. Top, we're still overswinging just a tad. We're going to look at that, and we're still cupping that wrist a little more than I'd like. So here we come to the top. Much better. Much better. To the top here. Let's take you all the way up to the top. Bear with me. Better. Much better, but our culprit is still this wrist ball. Remember we talked about sticking that club out the window? Well, unfortunately, that's what you're doing. You're costing yourself about 5 to 8 miles per hour in your swing speed. Still coming attached from our body, away from our body with our right elbow. I want that tucked in, okay? As we come down, down move. Now we're acquiring, at this position, we're reacquiring, all right? So we've got a nice straight arm, pardon me, wrong tool, grab the straight tool. We've got a nice straight arm here. We're tucked into our body with the right arm, and our wrists are flat. So what does that tell us? It tells us we're overswinging the golf club, even still, okay? Because our swing plane that we develop at address looks something like this. Well, at this point, we're in pretty good shape geometrically, right? So we don't need all of this. That we don't need. And that's just from your thinking you need to get parallel at the top and away from your body and all that stuff we talked about. So we're going to work it in from about right here. This is ideal, Paul. Now you're in line with your swing plane. Get rid of all. And now we're able to deliver the ball much more crisply. And we're using the 7 o'clock to 1 o'clock release move, which is going to increase our compression and distance, as well as improve our accuracy. Here we come. And we're going to release our hands on time. This ball was released perfectly. Again, if I come back and take a look at your release move, very nice. The only thing I would advise is that we continue to use that 1 o'clock, 7 o'clock to 1 o'clock move, so we can get this left arm, your right arm, pardon me, a little straighter right after impact. I think you're doing a better job of it. Let's take you to that position and look at it. So we get you through. Yeah, still a little alligator army. See, I still got a little bit of this going on as far as full extension. I'd really prefer at this point to see this club extended out here and wrap around. Here and then wrap around, okay? So we're gonna work on that a little bit. Take you around to finish. But you'll notice, due to the hand release and due to the 7 o'clock to 1 o'clock impact, look at the ball flight. Your ball flight is traveling here. Dead straight, right down the middle with power. Here we go. Take you through it. Watch the ball will climb my line. You may not see it because it's right under my line. Here we go. There you go. You see it just barely to the right up here. It's dead straight. Dead straight. Finish is very nice. Come around. We transferred that weight. Still want to work on a little bit of rolling that left foot. It's starting to roll a little bit. Looks a lot more balanced and stable. And again, we do not want to hit this golf ball. It weighs 3 ounces. We must swing. The golf ball simply gets in the way of a good swing. Good. So those are the positions, the halfway back to the top. And remember, we're going to drop that golf club and add to it as opposed to hitting the golf ball. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate the business. Right now, I'm going to wish you a great big warm aloha.